on your driving test, you're going to get given a manoeuvre. This is in the UK. And the manoeuvre can happen either right at the beginning of the test. So if you're in the car park, they might ask you to, at the start of the test, they might say, start the engine. When you're ready, we're going to go out the bay and we're going to go to the left or right, get yourself parallel and reverse in. You might get that in the first minute, so be prepared for that. Or it could be you're actually driving along and you're driving to a car park and you do a bay parking manoeuvre then. Or it could be you ask you to pull up on the left and do a parallel park, or you ask you to pull up on the right and do a park on the right. So you could get the manoeuvre on the driving test itself at some point, but it could happen at the beginning, it could happen on the test, it could happen towards the end of the driving test, because it might be that the route that they've chosen on that day that they know, that includes doing a manoeuvre at some point, and they got to that point on the test route and they can't get that manoeuvre in because of cars parked there, or cars coming behind you, stopping from completing the manoeuvre or even starting the manoeuvre. So when you get back to the test centre, they might pull you up before you go in and just say, as you go into the car park, we're going to reverse into a space. So they give you the manoeuvre at the end. So don't think you've got away with the manoeuvre. It might happen at the end at the same time. So just be prepared for that, and just remember that whatever manoeuvre they give you, they're going to mark you for observations. So it means that you're checking round for anyone approaching that's going to be a problem for you. You're not just checking your mirrors, you're not just checking the camera if you've got a reversing camera. They want to see that you're checking your blind spots, at the right times, not just kind of checking them at the beginning. Oh, I'm going to pop it in reverse now, I'm going to carry on going. No, I'm going to check when I need to check. I'm going to check it every now and then when I feel like I need to check what's going on. They're going to check that the accuracy of the manoeuvre is within what they've asked you to do. So if they're asking you to drive into a parking space, then you're actually in that parking space. And if you're not in that parking space, you've got the confidence to reverse out safely and correct it and drive back in. Okay, so they're marking you for observations, accuracy with the manoeuvre, and they want to get it done within a certain amount of time. Now, people think that you've only got about a minute. No, you haven't. You've got possibly up to maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Depends on how busy it is around you. Because what they'll say to you is, just say you've got a parallel park to do and you're at the side of the road. They'll say, when it's safe to do so, I want you to drive off and get yourself next to that car and do the parallel park. And it might not be safe straight away, because as you're about to move off, this car's going past. So you're waiting. This car's coming towards you, so you're waiting. Or you could be halfway through the manoeuvre and you have to stop for cars to go around you, or give way to people walking around the car. So it might take you a couple of minutes. It might take you a bit longer. So don't feel like you've got to rush the manoeuvre, but you've got to get on with it when it's safe to do so. But get on with it at a slow, safe speed. Okay? So whatever manoeuvre they give you, remember, observations, accuracy, and make sure that it's within what they want. So if it's a parallel park, it's next to the curb, within 2 car lengths, not on the curb, not 2 foot away from the curb when you've finished. If it's wide, correct it, just like you would normally do after you take your test. Good luck on the manoeuvre, and I hope it's helping you. If it does, great.